Hey everyone. Today we're jumping right into the fast-paced world of real-time data on AWS. We're going to look at two super powerful services, Amazon Kinesis Data Streams and Kinesis Firehose, and figure out how they help you grab all that streaming data. And then we'll see how Amazon QuickSight makes it all make sense.
So think about this for a second. Right now, data is just pouring in from your app logs, from user click streams, from all those IoT sensors out there. And this isn't just noise, It's a constant river of insights. The big question is, are you actually set up to capture and act on that data the moment it happens? Well, let's find out how.
So the first way we can handle this data flood is what I like to call the high-speed highway, and that's Amazon Kinesis Data Streams. This is the route you take when you absolutely need ultimate control and, more importantly, just blistering speed.
So what is it really?
Well, Kinesis Data Streams is basically a platform that's built to drink from a fire hose of data. I'm talking massive volumes from tons of sources all at once. And it makes all that data available for processing almost instantly. The key thing to remember here is that you get to build the custom applications that process it. The main traits here are all about speed and your control. We are talking millisecond latency. That's fast. You get full manual control over the applications, or consumers as they're called, that read the data. And just look at that scale. It can handle millions of records every single second by splitting the data up into these parallel processing lanes called shards.
So when do you pick data streams?
You pick it when your project demands custom logic and you need to react immediately. Think about spotting financial fraud the second it happens, or tracking what users are doing in your app live. For that kind of stuff, you need the speed and the fine-grained control that only data streams gives you.
But what if you don't need to build a whole custom application? What if you just want to get your data delivered safe and sound to its destination? Well, that brings us to our second path, the automated delivery service, Amazon Kinesis Firehose.
Firehose is kind of like the fully managed cousin of data streams. Its job is super simple. Capture your streaming data and then automatically deliver it to a storage or analytics service. The magic words here are fully managed and no custom code required. You're not managing servers, you're not writing consumer apps, it just works. And this chart shows you exactly where that data can go. Firehose is purpose-built to load data straight into places like Amazon S3 for storage, Redshift for data warehousing, or OpenSearch for analytics. It's a direct pipeline from your source to its final home. The features that make Firehose so easy are what really set it apart. It's completely serverless, so no infrastructure for you to manage. It automatically handles all the boring stuff, buffering, compressing, and encrypting your data. Now notice the latency is near real time, about a minute or so. That's a key difference from the millisecond speed of data streams. It really is a set-it-and-forget-it kind of service.
This makes Firehose absolutely perfect for things like collecting and archiving server logs, or just easily populating a data lake in S3 without a lot of fuss. If your goal is just straightforward data delivery with the least amount of work, Firehose is your answer.
Okay, so now we have our two distinct paths. And we've reached probably the most important part of this whole explainer, choosing the right one for your project. This is the question every single developer faces when they're starting a streaming project on AWS. So let's break down the answer right now. And this table is where it all becomes crystal clear. Just look at the trade-offs. For control, do you want to be hands-on with manual control, or do you want it fully managed for you? For latency, do you need answers in milliseconds, or a couple of minutes totally fine? And for destinations, do you need to send data pretty much anywhere with custom code, or are you just headed to standard AWS services? Your answers to these questions will point you straight to either data streams for that real-time processing or Firehose for simple ingestion. Okay, you've chosen your path. Your data is flowing. Awesome. But let's be real. Raw data sitting in a storage bucket isn't super useful. The final step is to turn all that data into actual insight. And that's where we go from data to dashboard with Amazon QuickSight. QuickSight is AWS's serverless business intelligence, or BI service. Its whole job is to connect to your data sources and help you build these beautiful interactive dashboards that make your data easy for anyone to understand, from your fellow engineers all the way to the CEO. To make all that happen, QuickSight gives you two really powerful modes. You can use Direct Query, which pulls live data straight from the source. That gives you up-to-the-second freshness. Or For dashboards that are just lightning fast, you can use the Spice engine, which caches all the data in memory for you.
So let's put it all together now. We'll look at two really common architecture patterns that combine these services to solve actual real-world problems.
So here's our first pattern, and it's built for pure speed. Data comes pouring in through Kinesis data streams. An AWS Lambda function grabs each record and processes it in real time. Then it stores the results in a super-fast database like DynamoDB or OpenSearch. And finally, QuickSight connects right to that database to visualize the live results. This is your high-control, low-latency pipeline in action.
And here's the simpler, serverless alternative. Data gets sent to Kinesis Firehose, which automatically squishes it down, compresses it, and drops it right into an S3 bucket. Then, whenever you need to analyze it, you just use Amazon Athena to query the data right where it lives in S3. And of course, you visualize those query results with QuickSight. This is perfect for log archival and analysis with almost no management.
So let's boil it all down. If you remember just 3 things, remember these. Use Kinesis data streams when you need to build custom apps for real-time processing where every millisecond matters. Choose Kinesis Firehose when you just want simple, automated, set-it-and-forget-it delivery to storage. And then you use QuickSight to turn all that data, no matter which path it took, into powerful, interactive dashboards. So now you have the map. You can navigate the AWS data streaming landscape. You know the high-speed highway, and you know the automated delivery service, so the only question left to ask yourself is this: what incredible insights are just waiting to be discovered inside your data streams? Thanks for tuning in.